Hello and welcome to another video from the Underwhelming Streamers. Please drop a like and subscribe and enjoy the video.
Alright. You want to start us off with the good one from the weekend?
Yeah.
Everton West Brom. Calvert Lewin.
Right, yeah. That was a good... I mean, he's a solid buy right now. I think he scored in both games. And, I mean, he got a hat trick last week. Almost player of the week, but, I mean, I guess...
yeah, you're not going to be sunny on
I guess Tottenham finally stepped up and delivered, so...
I think he is a good pick. I think he's a 7 right now.
Yeah,
Go
I went and looked, and he was a 7. So yeah, for a 7, that's a solid buy right now. They're looking decent, especially with James providing the assist.
Really,
so,
like,
I mean, I know they played West Brom and Tottenham so far, but I'd still say they are a solid team. Even defensively, they've been pretty decent too. I mean, I think West Brom got a penalty, but
yeah, West Brom didn't. West Brom, they had the free kick goal, which is very.
Did they?
Oh, he beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the free kick goal was good, but yeah, other than that, the red card by West Kieran Gibbs was really stupid. I feel like it probably would have been a better game had it been 11v11 for the last 45.
So
but,
I think there's some good buys on Everton right now.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. What else happened Saturday?
Fulham and Leeds 4-3.
Yeah, Leeds. I mean, they're scoring like crazy. I wouldn't pick their defense for anything right now, but they are. Sorry. They are solid on the offense, or at least consistent so far. I mean, I guess it's Fulham's not great, but I mean, Liverpool had a solid D, and they still managed to score, what, 3 goals, I think, that game?
Leeds did, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, I don't know too much about their specific scores or team players, but... Bamford again scored, got an assist. So
I don't know, like Bamford, yeah, like the best description of Bamford I've heard is that he is above a championship level striker and below a Premier League striker. So
yeah.
He's like,
but for the price he is, again, I think 6 or below, or 6.5 at the most. Solid points. The next game United.
Ours, yeah, Crystal Palace, dude, yeah, they looked terrible.
So, yeah, that was the biggest letdown for Saturday as a team. So,
that was bad.
I don't know why they couldn't generate any offense. I mean, they were up there the whole time, but they just never had anything that was, I mean, really, like, close to scoring.
Yeah, no, Pogba looked terrible, but I also think he came back from COVID too soon.
Yeah. Fernandez didn't really look impressive. I'm sure he'll still get some points for PKs eventually. Oh man.
Yeah, I think he's probably still worth it. They looked good against Luton Town today.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure they'll pick it back up, but they were so hot at the end of last year, scoring like 4 to 5 goals a game, and just started this season off kind of flat.
I don't think we got a preseason.
I was also kind of impressed with Crystal Palace's defense. I don't know if that was more United's offense or not, but they looked organized.
I mean, I didn't know this stat going into it, but Crystal Palace hasn't lost in Manchester for like 8 games running.
I don't know if anybody in Crystal Palace looked all too great. I mean, Zaha looked good. He had 2 goals. One was a penalty. IU missed his penalty originally, so I mean,
I was kind of mad about that whole thing because
the retake.
I don't think it was a penalty first off because I think his arm was in a natural running position. It's not his fault that AU completely whiffed a kick into his arm. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And then De Gea's off the line. Like, maybe it was his foot was in line, like with it.
I would say the handball is consistent with VAR. I mean, whatever. Just if it hits the hand in the box and they call a VAR check, they're gonna give a penalty. So it's, I mean, it may be unlucky or kind of lame, but whatever. And then as for the retake, yeah, it was kind of soft again. I mean, he wasn't a yard, but if they're consistent, I'm fine with it.
Oh, I got hit.
No. Dang it. So, yeah. I mean, not much else to say besides they didn't look great. I think Crystal Palace, if you need a defender or something, I bet there's some cheap ones on there you could grab. I think they'll probably keep some clean sheets throughout the year. I think Mitchell, he's got an assist or something, so. What was the last game of the day?
Arsenal West Ham.
I was disappointed with Arsenal.
Shoot, I didn't go. I was too.
They did not look great, and they sneaked out a win at the end. But I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I think they could have done more.
Yeah, I think you should be putting 4 past this West Ham
they should.
team.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say I'm overly concerned about it, but it was a letdown for last weekend.
Our predictions were pretty far off. So.
On that game, yeah. I think for Everton, I mean, I think I almost predicted that one dead on. They scored like one more than I predicted, but next game, I think we were pretty close.
That was the Southampton Spurs game. I was not close.
Oh man,
I did not predict
the tap in.
I did not predict 4 tap-ins for Southampton.
There's a tap in.
There you go. Son Heung-min tap in
Yes.
right there. Perfect. Yeah, no, Harry Kane played out of his mind that game. He was so good. I might look at him, drop. I don't know. I can't trust the United attackers right now after that bad game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think basically.
So yeah, like Son, I thought he was a little pricey at a 9 this year, but he came through last game.
Yeah, if you get 4 goals.
Yeah, so hard to beat that. I was, it was just Southampton, so I'm not gonna be
No worries. Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that they're back or can score a lot, but I mean it was a good showing.
I think I was missing that anyways. Yeah, no, I agree. And then the Newcastle Brighton game. Brighton looks very good.
I did, yeah. That's interesting team. They played Chelsea well, which I don't know if it's more on Chelsea or them. But
well, I would have thought it was on Chelsea. Except for
right.
how they just played against Newcastle, which I mean, it's Newcastle.
You mean Liverpool?
No, Brighton played Newcastle.
Oh, I thought you meant how Chelsea played Liverpool.
Oh, God.
But yeah, it was I mean they got a shutout and scored 3 goals, so
Yeah, they definitely look like the class above
the bottom.
Yeah.
So whether that's top 10 or probably more along the lines of 10th place, but
they'll probably be below 10.
yeah. They're looking, I would say, solid 12th place team right now, maybe.
Yeah,
So-
probably. I think they'll probably feast on the lower teams. If they keep playing.
I still think their goalie's a good buy at 4-5.
Oh yeah.
And
That's what I have.
they seem to be getting some clean sheets, so one of their defenders may be a good buy. I think they said they have a one of the younger outside backs. Looking
Yeah, that or
promising.
if you pick up Dunk will score a few from set
Right.
pieces. It's pretty good.
Some set pieces throughout the year.
And then the big boy that turned into kind of a boring one, Chelsea Liverpool.
I didn't get to watch it, but
The red card really ruined it.
yeah. Chelsea not being able to score is kind of disappointing. I mean, they scored 1 goal against Brighton. We may have a pretty good defense this year. We'll see.
Jorginho just
Missed another
missed
penalty.
PKs, so yeah, no.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get lucky and
Timo Werner hasn't. I mean, they're not seeming to gel with him. So his 9-5 at the start, which looked promising, is not looking great.
Not
mean,
so far, but yeah.
I'd spend the extra point and get Kane. I mean, he got 4 assists and a goal, so.
I have a point available, so maybe not. But yeah.
So yeah, I would.
I don't
Chelsea
know why
has
Christian-
West Brom, I think, next week. So let's see how they do there. They should win that game. Maybe get back. Maybe they'll find some mojo or something.
Oh no.
Who's the next? Who was next? Was it Burnley and Leicester?
Yeah, which turned out to be what, a 4-2 for Leicester, and
Yeah. Chris Wood scored. So I think
you predicted that one.
I made a note about that one, but yeah. So
Vardy did not do anything again, so even with Leicester winning,
yeah.
he's not looking great.
So yeah, I mean, I guess if you're just going off last week, might as well get Kane, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I think James Madison's coming back this week, so maybe that will help add some attacking power to Leicester.
We'll see. And then there's Aston Villa Sheffield, again another game that was probably hard to predict because you can't predict. You can't predict red cards.
Yeah,
Definitely.
right. That one went. I think I actually had the guy who got the red card on my team.
Oh, nice.
I was so. Yeah, 10 minutes and they just played out a 1-0 draw. So
Yeah, it was
not too impressive from Aston Villa for the rest of the year. Sheffield, I mean, you probably can't take anything from them. Besides, hopefully they don't get a red card next game. And then the last game, City and Wolves.
Yeah, which ended with the number of goals we predicted.
Yeah. So, I think I said a 2-2 tie, but I think it was what, 3-1?
Yeah, it was 3-1.
Yeah. I think they had a late goal too, so it was kind of closer than that. But
It was Jesus in the 95th.
yeah.
And Wolves had plenty of chances to score, so I don't know what that was about.
So, I mean, my only concern with Wolves is they just got rid of the Jota to
literally
Liverpool.
after we talked about him. It's like,
So, I'm not sure how much he'll play for Liverpool, so he might not be worth it. But
probably not
Wolves
a
is
lot.
going to have to find somebody else who can score. Like they had like a nice 3-prong kind of a subs come in, Jimenez would get some goals, but now it's just I just see Jimenez scoring. And because they still say they might sell Torre, so if they sell him too, then
We are getting wrecked this game. Yeah, I think I don't know. It seems like it's going to be a weird year for them, but they'll...
it's the new season, so maybe the matchmaking's off.
Probably not. We're probably just...
We're
we're not playing well.
Yeah. All in all, game of the week.
Honestly, the Everton game was good.
Yeah.
Fulham.
I'd say Fulham Leeds was probably the game of the week again. I mean, Everton had some offense, but West Brom didn't have much.
Yeah, their red card did kind of kill them too.
City Wolves was decent.
Yeah, we can't buy a goal this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should be a goal.
Yeah, I went for the first one. I really don't know why, but
Oh well.
yeah.